It's a crucial moment for Iran, for Iranian people, both inside and abroad. And my heart is with Israelis that I know the regime of Iran has caused some inconvenience over the past few days. My feeling as an Iranian who left Iran, my parents left Iran when I was a child. After the revolution, we left. And Iranians abroad, much like those inside Iran, feel a profound duality about this war. You know, on one hand, they feel relieved, even quietly celebrating that Israel has targeted strikes are hitting the Islamic Republic's top IRGC commanders and military sites. The IRGC commanders who have oppressed Iranians for 46 years. And many see Israel as confronting a regime that has acted like a Godzilla, devouring Iran's most beautiful and bright youth and resources, while building underground cities for Hamas and Hezbollah, but leaving Iranians without shelters, as we see in the past few days. Social media in Persian shows a strong support for Israel with chants like "Death to Khamenei" last night, echoing online. They feel a sense of justice, knowing this regime, which brags about fighting Israel, is now exposed as hollow. Yet there is a deep sorrow. It is our country. It is their country. It's Iran. War is devastating. And Iranians abroad feel guilty for their relief. So are Iranians inside, knowing civilians are suffering. Tehran is nearly empty, with only the poorest unable to flee. A small minority often tied to leftist ideologies or pro-Palestinian causes, or those who even dare to defend Hamas, condemn Israel these days. But
כן, אבל את רואה סימנים לכך שהשלטון בטהרן למעשה מתחיל להתפורר?
That is definitely sooner or later. We are actually, this love for homeland mixed with hope that Israel weakens the regime and helps to topple this regime is this mixed feeling indeed. And for most Iranians, the ultimate hope is the end of Ali Khamenei's rule. And that is only by his death, I'm afraid. His survival terrifies them as he embodies the regime's brutal repression and unjust punishments. Every day Iranians wait for news of his downfall.
כן, אז אני שומעת את הדברים שאת אומרת, אני מאוד מתרשמת מהכנות שלך. לדעתך ישראל צריכה להתנקש בחמינאי, או שדווקא האיראנים צריכים להיות אלה שאחראים להפלתו?
That's a very good question, you know. I was speaking to a member of, ex-member of the military yesterday. Unfortunately, Iranians are so afraid of Ali Khamenei that before his death by Israel, they won't be able, they won't dare to take on the streets. Iranians believe that only the death of Khamenei could set Iran on a path of freedom and progress. They dream of a renewed bond with Israel, but that can only happen after his death. And the renewed bond with Israel is the majority's will. It's rooted in the historical ties, like Cyprus the Great's liberation of the Jews. Many see Iranians and Israelis as one spirit in two bodies, capable of mutual growth in a post-regime world. And patriotic Iranians hope that principled elements within the armed forces, those not loyal to Khamenei, will rise against the IRGC, but that only can happen after the death of Khamenei.
כן, למרות שאת לא נמצאת שם פיזית באיראן, לא יכולת להעביר מסר אחד חזק לעם האיראני, אפילו דרכנו, מה היית אומרת להם?
I actually did today. I asked the military voices, I asked the military, those who are not loyal to IRGC or the supreme leader, because there are a lot of the body of the military, they are not loyal to Ali Khamenei. They are just the military forces. I asked them to rise, and Iran is calling for them. The savior of Iran that Iran stays sovereign and stays as one country is in the hand of the Iranian military. They have to rise so that the war can stop.
אכפת מהעם האיראני, לדעתך?
The issue is that Khamenei doesn't care about Iran. Khamenei will take Iran down with him. But if the military rises against the IRGC, and if the Khamenei will be assassinated and waved out from this world, then the military has to rise in order, because the military capabilities of Iran shouldn't destroy more than this, because military needs it to keep the country, to safeguard the borders. The key is that the military will rise, and so gives the people of Iran the confidence that the military forces are there with them, for them, and the Iranians should take on the streets so that the war can stop.
פנטי מודירי, תודה רבה על רעיון מרהיב. וואו, הלב שלך איתנו. תודה רבה. תודה רבה.